The light of God surrounds me. When I woke up this morning, there was a song coming to my mind. And it was a song by Haight. And there's a verse that begins and says something like this: when the road gets dark and you can no longer see, just let my love throw a spark and have a little faith in me. When the tears you cry are all you can believe, then just give these loving arms a try and have a little faith in me. At this time of the year during Christmas, when we read those passages, Christmas passages and Christmas stories, there's an especially beautiful passage in John chapter 1. And in that passage, it talks about Jesus being the light, and that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Then it also says that the light that gives light to everyone has come into the world, speaking of Jesus. And then later on in the Gospels, we see Jesus and hear Jesus saying, I am the light of the world. So, during this time of the season, we also have the longest night going on December 21st. It's the longest night, the longest time of darkness in the winter. So literally that's going on. But in whatever longest night you're facing, even metaphorically, you may be experiencing darkness in your life. Even when it's dark, the light of God surrounds you. You are surrounded. And a phrase to practice. How can we practice this so it's not just for shepherds or just for Mary or just for Joseph? How can we practice this light and love of God? I think with that phrase, you surround me. So here's a practical way for you and I to practice the presence of God this Christmas with that phrase. And you may want to close your eyes and be quiet in a time throughout the day and think of this love shining on you like a light, shining on the front of you and bringing warmth to you. Feel the warmth of this light and of God's love. And now become aware of that same light behind you. The love of God shining on you front and back. And let yourself feel the safety of it. That presence of God is also on your right, also on your left, above you, below you, beside you, beneath you, within you. Allow yourself to feel this light and love of God. And this gives us a practical way to experience the love of God. There's no cause for anger, there's no cause for fear, because you and I are surrounded by love, and it meets every need. Every need suffices because of this love. So whenever you can today, stop for a moment or two and just bask in this light and love. Visualize it. Visualize yourself being surrounded by it. I think in my life there's nothing I want to know more than to experience more than this love that surpasses knowledge. So this is just a practical way I wanted to share with you, and I'll also practice it as well, trying to practice the presence and love of God. So with this kind of truth, we can have a merry everything and a happy always. So until next time, may you and I live all the days of our life.